All right, 8-7 math. I'm gonna get started with you guys because we're only missing Oasis. We are on lesson 33, 8-7 math. So if you're in 8-7 math, which is most of you, we're getting started.
Example 1.
Let's get it started. No? All right. Oh, wow. I can't have you guys do the examples anymore because of COVID. Because everyone's touching my pen 24/7 and yeah. All right, example 1. It's a pencil that would get ruined, a pen that would get ruined. So example 1, so we are working with comparing decimals and rounding decimals. Sweet. Lesson 33, yep. So example 1 says, arrange these decimal numbers in order from least to greatest. All right, we can do that. So I got 0.13, yep, 0.128, and I got 0.0475. All right, first off, I need to look at what digit, what place value do I need to look at to compare these decimals? What place value do I need to look at, William?
Oh, the one they all have.
The one they all have in common. So the answer I'm looking for is this place right here, the 10th place. So this is a 1, this is a 1, this is a 0. So as you can see right here, those are all zeros, so they're all the same. We don't need to look at that. So that's why I'm going to look at the 10th place now, because that has a 1, and a 0. So which one is the smallest number right there, Abby? The 0. So that's going to be my smallest. So I'm going to put small right here. Smallest. And then I'm going to look at the next number in the 10th place. So I have a 3, a 2, I just say tenths, I meant hundredths. 3 and a 2. So which one of those is smaller? Yeah, William? Yeah, because the 2 is smaller. So this one would be medium. I'm just going to put med. And then the largest is 0.13, large. So normally I would want you to list them all out. So you would first list 0.0475, then you would list 0.128, and then 0.13, which is the largest. Because it wanted me to order them in order from least to greatest. Is this all review for all of us so far?
Yes.
Courtney, is this review for you, or are you on a, you good? Okay, make sure you're not distracting. Okay. Example 2, so comparing, I have 0, well, using the highlighter still. Comparing, example 2. So we got 0.12, put a big circle in between so we know I'm comparing, and then 0.012. Okay, so first off, which one of these is the larger number? Which one of these is Pac-Man gonna go Mao Dao on? Caleb, which one of these is Pac-Man gonna go eat? 0.12, yep, or 0.12. And why did you pick that one, Caleb? Because it's bigger? How were you able to determine that it was bigger?
0.012 has a 0 in that.
Right, yep. Yep, so in the 10th place, there's a 1 right there, and then in this 10th place, there's a 0 right there. So I'm gonna make my Pac-Man go towards the bigger number. So 0.1 is bigger than 0.0. Okay, so that's example number 2. Any questions there before I move on to the next one? All right. Yeah, let's do that one. Example 3. Example 3, page 223. I have 0.4, comparing it with 0.4000. Which one of those guys is bigger? Which one of those guys is bigger, Abby? They're equal, exactly. And why is that, Abby? Yeah. Yep. Those zeros make no difference. And since 0.4 is the same as 0.4, they are equal. Good. Wunderbar. That means wonderful in German. Example 4. Example 4. So we're going to compare some bigger numbers here. We got, well, I guess they're not bigger. 1.232. Comparison circle. 1.23185. Wow.
These numbers are bigger than the other examples.
Right. Yeah. So how am I going to compare these two, Bethy?
So basically, we can look at the numbers and go to the right until we see a number that's different. So, and whichever digit is higher, that's the one that's bigger.
Right. So I'd look at those ones, they're the same. The 2s, they're the same. The 3s, they are also the same. Then I reach the 2 and the 1 right here. So which one of those is bigger, Bethy?
It would be 1.232.
Yep, that one's bigger. So Pac-Man's going to go mow down on those guys. Hey, I'm a Pac-Man fan. I can't draw an alligator. That's why I stick with Pac-Man too.
Can I do it?
No. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you totally don't have to use Pac-Man. The normal way of drawing a greater than and less than sign are like this. Yeah, you can put teeth on it. I am A-okay with that. As long as it's pointing in the right direction, that's all I care about. Okay, let's try example 5, which is on the next page. So page 224, example 5. Example 5 on page 224. Okay, so it says round 3.14159 to the nearest hundredth. To the nearest hundredth. It is. So where am I going to round this one? William, help us out here.
Well, first we gotta find the hundredths. So we count from the decimal. 1, 2%.
Tenths.
And the second one after would be the hundredth. So we start with 4. But to round it, we have to look at the number behind it, which is the 1.
Exactly.
And then we do the rounding table. If it's 5 or above, round it up, or under, down.
Yep.
So it would become, as 1 becomes 0, 4 stays the same, but everything behind 1.
It just disappeared.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it would be 3.1.
Yep, which is pi. So what William is saying here is first we needed to identify the, and that was a very good explanation, we need to look at where the hundredths place is, which is right here. The hundredths place is this 4 right there, okay? So once you are able to do that, then I need to look at the number right next to it, to the right of it, which in this case is a 1. And if it is 5 or bigger, I round up. If it is smaller than 5, then I round, or then I stay the same. So is it bigger or smaller than 5? Oasis? It's a small boy, so it's going to stay as 3.14. I would say as 3.14. If this was a 5, I would round up to 3.15, but it's not. All right, example 6. Example 6. We're almost there. There's 8 examples. I know, there's a lot. Example 6. So 4,396.4315. It wants me to round to the nearest hundred. The nearest hundred.
100.
Yep, 100. So where's my hundreds place? Which one is it? There's 2 different 3s. Oasis, which one is it? Oh, when I think of second one, I think of left to right. So that would have been behind.
I think it's Hebrew, right to left.
Oh, okay. So I would look at this guy right here, this 3, because that is in the hundreds place. The 6 is in what place? Go ahead. Ones. And then after that is, Courtney? After the ones place is the tens place, and then the hundreds place. So now I need to look at the number right behind the 3. Is it bigger or smaller than 5, William? Bigger. So I got 4,000. I'm going to round up 4,400. And essentially, I just get rid of the rest of those numbers, and I just add 2 zeros at the end. That's essentially all you're doing. Yes?
What would the 0.4 be in the back? What would that be, like 1,000, 100?
You don't have to do anything with it. If you wanted to, I could add the zeros as the placeholder. So there's the decimal there. Oh, is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
So which one?
4. 0.4.
This 4 right here?
Yeah.
So that's the 10th place, the 100th place, 1,000th place, 10,000. Huh? Right there?
Yeah.
So that's going to be the ones place, tens place, hundreds place, and thousands place.
Don't you round both sides?
Nope. All you have to do is round, because it said round to the nearest 100. If it said round to the nearest 10th, that would be a little different. But it said round to the nearest 100. So you got to pay attention to that. And that's your examples there from letter D to F. So what if it says round to the nearest whole number? Round to the nearest whole number. What is a whole number? Yeah, William?
A number that's basically bigger than 0.
Yeah, so whole number. So if I had 40.1 and I had, sure, 40. Let's go 57. So I need to round both those numbers to the nearest whole number. Aries, what is the first one? Round it to the nearest whole number. Yep, just 40. Bethy, what would be the second one rounded to the nearest whole number? Bingo. Yep, 41. Good. So 40 and then 41. Yep, so just rounding it, getting rid of the decimals is what you're doing. You're looking at the tenths place. All right, let's look at this last one. We're almost there. Example 8. Example 8. So estimate the product of 12.121. So it wants the product of 12.121 and 4.9. It wants me to estimate the product. Okay, and it wants me to round them to the nearest whole number. Okay, so I need to round 12.121 to the nearest whole number. So what would that be, Abby? Yep, just 12. So 12 times 4.9 rounded to the nearest whole number, Courtney? 5, yep. So now I can multiply them. 12 times 5 is going to be what, Caleb? What's 5 times 11?
Oh, what did I think? 55.
55 and then 60. Yep. So 60. 60 large ones. Bravo. Good teamwork, guys. All right. So that's all you guys have for your lesson. Taking notes. Yeah. Yes. Yep. So you guys have A through H and then 1 through 23 odd. Yeah, Caleb?
So it looks like this is round to the phone number. It's 57.4. Did you put 57?
Exactly.
You want me to put 57 point?
Just 57, because whole number has no decimal. Yep. I do not want to